Those
chips.
Free chips.
With a signature wrapped purchase. Don't seem like a very good deal to me.
No. I want a free wrap.
Yeah.
Come on, Subway, get it together.
The free wrap.
We need a
free wrap.
BOGO on the wraps.
A wrap will fill me up. Half a wrap fills me up.
It's too bad we didn't have the camera going yesterday, but we had a good conversation. It was a good topic. You brought it up.
When we talk about self-image.
Self-image.
It's really kind of hard to talk about that. With, I don't know, the perception is that I gotta be. You're gonna have to cut.
Cut?
Yeah, you have to cut
Why?
some of this.
That's what makes it funny. Gotta be funny and serious all
Yeah,
the
I
same
know.
time.
Alright, the reason, why do we do this? Why do we do what we do?
We all have a why or a purpose, right?
Well, right, but
What's your reason?
you and I, what's the reason I do it is because this is what I love. This is what I enjoy. It's what makes me feel physically good. It makes me mentally healthy. And, you know, the benefits, obviously, I'm really enjoying too. But that doesn't mean it's for everybody. And that's not the image we're trying to portray, is that, oh, this is the right way. This is the way you should do things. You
This
know,
is
go
the
to
way
the
you
gym
should
every
live your
single day.
life.
This is the way you should live your life. People,
That's not.
especially women, ladies, do you. If you're happy with you, then that's wonderful. I have clients that come in all the time. We work on self-image from very young age to a very old age. It's all about what you're happy with. And at not one time do I try to project or portray this idea that being muscular or physically fit or, you know, whatever is ideal or the way that people should be. I enjoy it. I recommend physical activity because the science behind that says if you feel good, you're going to be mentally healthy. If you're physically unhealthy and you wake up sick with a headache and you just don't feel good that day, depression levels are a little higher. It's science. There's plenty of research and evidence to back that up. Do I tell my clients they need to go to the gym every single day? No, I don't. Because that's not what works for them. Hey, look, there's Subway.
Got my Subway text.
That's not what works for them.
Right.
And guys, the same. I don't do any of this for attention. I don't need attention. I'm
This whole YouTube thing's my idea.
Well, and it's not for attention. It's not.
It's not. It's for education.
Right.
It's for advice because
And to help other people. Cause,
it's just like any other YouTube channel. There's YouTube channels that teach people how to sew. There's YouTube channels that teach people how to cook. There's YouTube channels that teach you how to use your iPhone. This is a YouTube channel to teach you how to be fit and healthy if you're interested in that advice.
A year ago,
Right.
I wouldn't know what to do with the equipment in the gym. I got on the treadmill. I knew about the stair mill. I knew a little bit about yoga. Not a lot. I'm not an expert. A year ago, I wouldn't have known. If it weren't for you showing me, I would have went to YouTube. I would have Googled the moves and what to do.
How to do certain workouts.
How to do certain things. Right.
That's what we're trying to share. That's
Right.
what I'm trying to share on this channel, along
Right.
with advice and different things. And you've been a huge asset to the mental health part of it, because there is more to your body and your self-image and everything, or what you look like in the mirror as far as your self-image.
Right.
There's more to fitness than just working out.
Right. And self-image is more than just
Right.
what you see in the mirror.
And you asked, a minute ago, you mentioned why. My why is because I never did like what I saw in the mirror. I always saw this image. When I was growing up, we didn't have cell phones and social media and all this stuff. You just seen it on TV, and you know, like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone, and those guys were like my heroes back then. I always wanted to look like that, but at the time, I really didn't know how. You know, I remember this one guy I went to school with. He always worked out. He was always big, and he had muscles and everything. I never really knew how he did it. I mean, we had to go to the library and buy a book, or you know, you had to hire a trainer, which at the time I couldn't afford.
Right.
You know, But there was a point in time in school when I was bullied, I was picked on, and I was like, I don't want to look like this anymore. This is what I want to look like. But it still didn't help. Bullying, you're going to get, people are just mean. There's mean people, and they're going to be mean whether you're a great looking fit person or you're something else, you know.
Right.
It is what it is. But now my ideals have changed, and I want to live forever. Which that's not going to happen, but I'm going to die trying.
It might,
you know,
depending on what you believe.
Right. We don't know when our last day is going to be. It could be tomorrow, or it could be, we could live to 100. But I'm going to do everything I can that I can do in my part to last, make my body last as long as I can.
And
I'm going to have grandkids someday. I want to go out and throw ball and football and catch pitches for my grandkids, just like I did my kids. But we don't judge. If I have, then it was completely unintentional, but I don't judge people by what you look like or how you live your life. I'm just here to help the ones that do want to change. Everybody's got something that they're good at. You know, I enjoy being a law enforcement officer. I love what I do, but I also love doing this fitness stuff. I love coaching people and helping people that want to learn fitness. It's not that we're trying to push our lifestyle on someone. We're trying to teach someone how to live this lifestyle if they're interested.
Right. And if they're interested. I mean, it's not something that we're going to shove down anyone's throat. If they don't like it, they don't watch. And it's that simple. And, you know, if you feel beautiful when you look in the mirror, I feel fulfilled, you know. But that's not to say that every single time we don't look in the mirror, we see things we'd like to change about ourselves. It doesn't mean that we're less than or we're not beautiful.
Right.
If you feel beautiful, that's wonderful. You don't have to change a thing about yourself.
Exactly. If you're happy being who you are, if you're happy being that person, that exercise and fitness and stuff is not for everyone. But if you are, then that's where we're here to help, if you want to learn that. But I think you should be comfortable in your skin. I mean, you should be proud of yourself. If you're not, then you need to change that.
Yeah.
And you can.
And we do not. It's a myth to have to subject to your genetics. That's a myth. You don't have to. Now, that's not to say we're not going to look like someone in our family, because that's a fact. That's going to happen. It doesn't mean that we're not genetically predisposed to some sort of illness. Okay, we are. But as far as overall physical, you know what? We get older, or women, what do we say? Metabolism slows down, hips start to spread, things start to sag. Okay, yes. Well, nature's going to take its course, but I don't. That's for me. This is for me. This isn't for anybody else. This is for me. And I want to lead by example for my kids, because my kids do enjoy what they see me doing, and they comment on the progress that they've seen me made, and they want that for themselves, and that is part of what drives and motivates me too. So never meant to be judgy, never meant for attention, and that was kind of where that self-image
you know,
was going.
something else that I get a lot too is I'll talk to people and they'll ask me a question, well, how do you do this, or how often do you do this, or whatever. Then they'll come out with, well, I can't do that, you know, I can't do that. If you say I can't, then I will call your bluff, because you can. Just say I don't want to, and I'll accept that. That's fine. I don't judge you for that. I don't ever want to step foot in the gym. I want to sit on the couch and I want to watch football, and
that's what I'm going to do. You're going to approach people and ask them that question. Is when people come to us,
when they come and ask, and then they say, well, I can't do that. I can't do that.
Right.
Bullshit. I want to call your bluff, because you can. You just won't. You can. Go on YouTube or Facebook or somewhere and look at these people.
Yeah.
There's veterans out there that have lost limbs that are still working out and exercising and in excellent shape. So you can. It's just that you won't. So just be honest. You know,
but
if you're,
truly, like those thoughts, if you think you can't, have talked people into believing that they can't. They truly feel like they can't. Sometimes people don't realize, okay, maybe the trying aspect pushes and drives them into a change of mind. And, that's kind of CBT in a nutshell. You think it, you believe it, you act it.
that's true. See, that's where she comes in handy. It's all up here, guys.
So sometimes it requires a little bit more motivation. Sometimes trying. Now,
This is an old-fashioned statement.
okay.
My mom used to tell me this all the time when I said I can't. She'd always say, "Can't never could do nothing." And it makes sense.
Like
Think
it.
about that statement.
Uh-huh.
You can't. If you continue to say I can't, then you won't, and you can't. You can do it if you want to.
But with that said, you're not going to achieve. And yes, I'm guilty of trying the 7-day, soup diet cleanse. I'm guilty of doing all kinds of lots of other things.
I've done all that stuff.
But we do it, and then we get the results we want, or we think we want, and then we drop off.
Right.
If you're interested in what we do, it is a commitment, and it's a lifestyle, and it's a long-term commitment.
Awesome that you brought that up, because as a personal trainer, when I was studying to be a personal trainer, that book was like that thick. I read this book for 4 months, I think, is what it took me to get through this book and to learn everything in it. But even as a personal trainer, we're not here to quick fix, put you on a 7-day soup diet so you lose 10 pounds in a week and then you're fit and shape and ready to go. A personal trainer is someone to guide you into your a lifestyle. That's what we're trying to do. That's what I've done. I've acquired a lifestyle. I choose to live this lifestyle. It's not a quick fix. You didn't get overweight in a week or a month, and you're not going to lose it all in a month. You're not going to change.
It's a process.
It's a process. You got to crawl before you can walk. You have to just reverse the process, and you can do it if you want to do it. If you keep following this channel, we're going to continue to put up videos and advice and workouts and just different things that'll help anybody. It doesn't matter if you're 40, if you're 70 or 80, or a teenager. The advice that we give will help everybody. It's not rocket science. It's just something that I've learned over time how to do, and I'm educated on some of it. You're educated on the mental aspect of it.
With that said, before I forget, and it came up, was perception. And I want to throw out there that I'm trained in how to talk to people. I'm trained in how to meet people where they're at. Now, there are people who are not ever going to like me. That's okay. I'm okay with that. There are people who absolutely adore me. Okay, that's fine too. It makes no difference to me one way or the other. So perception, the way that we speak to one another, sometimes we'll make statements that may be perceived as judgmental, or may be perceived as pushy or irritating or whatever, but it's just the way that you're perceiving it. It's nothing that we do or say is intended to be negative or intended to be judgmental. And I say that because my self-image is reliant on, I'm not a judgmental person. And whether a person believes that, now that being said, whether the person believes that or not, that's on them. Because I am content with who I am, and I am content with the decisions I've made for my life.
It's taken me a long time to actually be able to say that. And I'm still not content, but I'm proud of what I've done with myself. I'm 40 years old, and I'm in pretty good shape for a 40-year-old. I'm very proud of that, and I know I mention it a lot, but I'm proud of it. I've worked hard for it. I've educated myself. I've put the time into the gym and boot camps and everything else. I even led a boot camp for about a year.
Which was wonderful.
Which was awesome, yeah. We might start doing that again locally, guys. But I don't know. You have anything else?
No.
Did we kind of stay on track there? We branched off of different areas.
We talked about self-image, and self-image is, I want to
like
say again,
15 minutes in.
I know, more than just what you see in the mirror. Self-image has to do with your experiences over the course of your lifetime. Self-image has to do with the experiences you have within the day. Self-image has to do with your thinking, health. I mean, it's more than just what you see in the mirror. And if you are that person that is completely happy and content as I am, then that's wonderful. Spread the good word, because life's too short to sit around unhappy and miserable and bitter.
Right. Don't compare yourself. That's something I've always done. I still do it. I'll see picture on
Really
Instagram or like, you know, I'm a fan of specific bodybuilders, and I look at them, I'm like, geez, I want to look like that so bad. I'm not. You have to have reasonable expectations.
And acceptance.
I'm not going to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm not going to look like Kai Green. I'm not going to look like Mark Lobliner. It's too late. I didn't start early enough. It takes years and years to build that kind of muscle. Even on androgens, guys, if you don't know what that is, steroids. A lot of these top bodybuilders do use steroids. They use high doses of testosterone, and they have for years, and it takes many, many, many years even doing that and putting the hours and the time in the gym to get as big as these guys are. And even as you may perceive them as being healthy, it's just like someone who's obese. Their heart still has to work that much harder to pump blood to all that muscle and all that body mass. So as far as healthy, I'm not sure, you know, I'm not convinced that they're that healthy, you know.
Yeah.
But I just thought I'd throw that out there. But reasonable expectations is, you know, as far as weight loss, 1 to 2 pounds a week is a healthy weight loss goal. You may lose 10, 15, depending on how big you are. You may lose more than that in the first few weeks or even the month because of diet change, water retention, different things. A heavier person is going to lose more weight, but that will taper off. And don't think that your diet or your exercise program's not working. It just takes time, and your body will adjust, and you have to continue to make adjustments. That's what trainers are for. That's what YouTube and all this advice that's out there. It's at your hand. It's at your fingertips, guys. It can be done if you want to do it, and that's what we're here to do.
Yep.
Our little part. There's all kinds of people out there.
You know what? My triceps are really sore today. They hurt. I put it up on this and it hurt.
But that's about it.
Yep.
We
Till next
portray
time.
the message that we wanted to portray.
Did you?
I think so.
I know so.
You know
That's
so.
the difference between being self-aware.
If we didn't, send us a question, guys. We've gotten questions. We've been trying to answer them through these videos. But anyway, hopefully it's been informative,
Yep.
educational, entertaining.
We're so stupid.
Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. Help us out. Help us grow. Interact. Like it. Dislike it. Comment. Say we're idiots. Say you enjoy it. Do something. It don't matter.